evening, people. Welcome to the show. I'm back, and we're back tomorrow against Wolves, and it's the only show in town. It's the Gooner Tokes with me, Tokes. Gonna get into my match prediction, my preview, all of that lovely stuff. Before I do that, you know what to do. Like, share, and if you're new here, subscribe, people. We got a lot of news to get through before we get into the starting 11, because news out today, Bukayo Saka, star boy, has signed that TING. It's a 5-year deal, which is going to keep him at Arsenal for the foreseeable future, really. And hopefully, it calms him down a bit and allows him to play his best football, because he's not been at his best. He's had a few injuries. It's been a stop-and-start season for him, if I'm perfectly honest. So hopefully now that he's got that sorted, you know what it's like. You got things on your mind and, you know, you're not sure exactly when everything's going to get sorted. Sometimes it's hard to do your best. So now that's done and dusted, put it to the side, and hopefully Bukayo Saka can just get back to enjoying his football again. Get back to terrorizing defenses again. Get back to some G's, A's, goals, assists. Gotta get back up and running. That's what I'm talking about. My guy is a Gooner. Lovely stuff. And like I said, we're playing Wolves tomorrow. It's the only game happening. All eyes are going to be on that one. And Wolves are at the bottom of the league, so Arsenal really have to step up. We're playing away from home at theirs, so we really need to, put in a professional performance and get it done. We're going to have to do that without Ødegaard or Havertz. News from Mikel Arteta today is that both of them are close, not quite ready. Expect to see one or both of them on the bench. Hopefully Havertz is fit to start in that game, but I reckon a better thing is going to be both of them on the bench, because on Sunday it is the big one, the North London derby. No matter how crap they are, I always love beating them, but we'll get to that. First of all, we have got a big game tomorrow. Wolves, 3 points needed, and it's so important because if we win this game tomorrow, that's going to make it a 7-point gap on Manchester City heading into the weekend's fixtures. And it's going to stay like that for a little bit, because we are having a game advantage over City, leaving them a game behind for the next few weeks, meaning we can just keep the pressure on by the gap. When you see it, it's 7. Even though, yeah, they have a game in hand, they still got to win that. Is their game in hand against us? Oh, maybe. But, they are going to be feeling the pressure when it's 7 points, if we could get it to 9 points, So first things first, get the job done tomorrow against Wolves, right? We should be able to do it. We're coming off a fantastic win in the FA Cup. Obviously, we're through to the next round, but 4-0 win in the last game, and it was all over in the first half hour. We absolutely spanked them 6 ways from Sundays, and so I want to see more of that. I want to see some of the same tactics going on in the game against Wolves as I saw going on in that game at the weekend. Obviously, bit of a different proposition, Wigan and Wolves, although maybe when you look at how Wolves have played this season, maybe not so much. But make no mistake, it's going to be tough whichever way you cut it. We still got to win the game. And so to do that, let's have a look at what I think the starting 11 is going to be, okay? First of all, Raya in goal. Of course, we had Kepa playing in midweek in the cup, but Raya, he's the man then. Put him in, he's going to start. And then defence, White, he is just coming back. He's fit. Him and Kala are both fit, but Timber has got to start. Even though Timber, I think, will play against Spurs, and maybe you could put Ben White in this game. So if I saw that happen, I'm not going to be upset. I'm not going to be surprised. But Timber, for me, should play because he didn't start in the last game. Do you know what I mean? Get your best players on the pitch. Defence, Gabby, Saliba, you know that. I don't even need to tell you. They're going to continue in that role because we need to keep clean sheets. We conceded a goal against Brentford. Okay, we were missing Saliba in that game, but Saliba should be back now, and so we want to see him playing, right? Calafiori, for me, is going to be playing left-back position. Apparently, it was just one of them things, this whole getting injured in the warm-up. Can we get a hold of that, please? Because Like, I'm tired of seeing the team sheet thinking, okay, that's great, and then an hour later, then suddenly it's another person stepping on the pitch. So can we please reduce that, if possible, Arsenal Football Club? Arteta says they're looking into it. Hopefully they get a handle on it, and we can stop getting these ridiculous, niggly little injuries that are disrupting the flow, disrupting the rhythm. Although it didn't affect us much against Wigan, because it's Wigan. We are still playing Premier League opposition tomorrow, so I'd like no more of that nonsense. Moving into midfield, we got to have Rice and Zubi back. Get that pairing in. That's the Premier League pair. Even though, like I said, it's Wolves, we can't be taking it for granted that we're going to just go and steamroll over Wolves. You know what I mean? We've got to go professional, ready, strong team as possible. Rice, Zubi Mendy, you know all about them. Zubi has been phenomenal this season, and Rice as well. So let's get back to winning ways in the Premier League, because that was a tough game against Brentford last time out. And I'd like to see us get 3 points on the board. Thank you very much. Eze, I guess he's going to continue up front. Havertz not ready. Ødegaard not ready. So it's got to be Eze. He had a really good game against Wigan. Don't be saying about people, oh, he found his level. No, he had a very good game. And he's trying to find his place in the team. He's trying to, get them connections flowing with everybody else. So having a good game like that, a good performance where he got a couple of assists, that's only going to be good for his confidence. These attackers, yeah, they're confidence players. These flair players, they're confidence players. So hopefully Eze starts believing in himself a bit more. I mentioned it a little while back about him having a bit of imposter syndrome, and he needs to get over that and just accept the fact that you are playing for Arsenal Football Club and you're good enough to Eze to start. And I want him to have a good performance against Wolves, just like he did in the last game. Then we're getting up front. Saka is back. Start him, please. Madueke scored. Yeah, sure. But, he's been hit and miss in terms of his creation, really. His end product isn't really where I would like it to be. I've said that a few times this season. So Saka has got to come in. He's got to play. He needs to get back into the rhythm as well. He's been in and out of the team because of injuries. So I want to see him starting up front alongside Gyökeres. My guy, he came on as a sub in midweek, and he had a very, very good game before that, I thought, against Brentford. I thought his hold-up play, his touch, was silky smooth for a big guy. Like, all season, I thought Gyökeres didn't know how to control the football. But turns out he does. He just needed a bit of confidence. So please, can that Gyökeres turn up in the game tomorrow against Wolves? That's the one I want to see. The Gyökeres that was plucking balls out, cushioning them, turning players. That's what we want. He's getting more up to speed. Hopefully he can get a goal in the game tomorrow. And then on the left, you know it, Trossard. Hey, this guy, he's a consummate professional. You know you're going to get a 7 out of 10 performance from Trossard. You know you're probably going to get an assist out of him, maybe even a goal. He's one of our most productive players. So that is who I would like to see on the pitch. For me, this is my starting 11 against Wolves. Oh no, we got Spurs on the weekend, but that's a Sunday kickoff. And Spurs have a lot of injuries. So we should be able to manage this, play a pretty strong squad, and take some players off. If we're winning the game, take them off. Go sit down on the bench and be ready for the game against Spurs, because that is going to be blockbuster. But I'll be doing a special preview for that. So for me, that's the starting 11 I'm going to go for. Why don't you drop me a note in the comment? Let me know if you agree. Is there anything you would change? Jesus, maybe. Is it going to be Nkapie left back? Maybe. Ben White right back? Maybe. I think those are the changes that would happen if anything does. Otherwise, it's going to be close to this, I think, and that's what I want to see. In terms of score prediction, we got to keep a clean sheet against Wolves, please. Come on, guys. Get clean sheet, please. And then we got to be able to score a couple of goals. So I am going to go 3-0 for this. Back to winning ways. 3-0, 3 points. Arsenal, come on. We got to win this thing. Put the pressure on City ahead of the weekend and ahead of that big North London derby. Let me know what your predictions are in the comments, please. Do you think we can keep a clean sheet against these lot? I think we can. And how many goals do you think we're going to score? Let me know in the comments. And Huge game. Don't miss it. Wolves. What else are you going to be doing? Watching Champions League playoffs? Okay, maybe. I could see your point. There's a few good games. But all I'm going to be watching is Arsenal Wolves. And then doing my reaction after when I talk about us being 7 points clear. Because I fully expect us to get 3 points in the bag. This ain't a game you drop points in if you're gunning for the title, please. Brentford away from home. They're killing it. Fair enough. All that, I said it before, all that talk about bottle this, bottle that against Brentford, people just love to say words to get under your skin. Don't allow it. And get focused. Get focused on the next game. Beat Wolves. Support the team. All that lovely stuff. Do you know what I mean? Hey, people, I will see you tomorrow for a little video probably early on in the day. And then obviously my reaction to the big match. And probably I'm going to watch a bit of Champions League now because there's nothing else on. See you later, people. Have a great evening. Take it easy. Peace. Bye.